ATL told me that he not ATL and that ATL is sad.
Are you dumb? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kai, and I'm back with another video. As you can see by the title, it is indeed a story time. So today's story time is going to be about the time that my friend catfished me. She did me wrong, my kill, but yes, of course, my nails are broken. I mean, why wouldn't they be? Y'all should know this by now. They're always gonna be broken. But I'm in the process of taking them off. But that's neither here nor there. Excuse the glare. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ooh. Not be rhyming. Okay, Dr. Seuss. But yeah, so just make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Check the description box. And let's get into the story. Oh, and let me just say, I was so embarrassed of this whole experience. I was so embarrassed, y'all. So embarrassed. I was like, you always hear about people getting catfished and see it on TV, but you never expect it to be you. I was so embarrassed, and I was so dumb because all of this could have been avoided. All of this could have really been avoided, y'all. It could have been avoided, and I just was dumb and I didn't avoid it. And I was like, I never want to tell the story ever again in my life, but here we are. I'm over it now, obviously, but I was so embarrassed. I was like, I will never tell nobody about the story. So very few people know, and if you do know, I'll rock with you, because when I say I could count on my hand how many people know that this happened to me, oh my god, I was so embarrassed, so embarrassed. Now I don't really care. We do not care. But yeah, okay, so for starters, this took place my 9th grade year in high school. I met the girl my 9th grade year in high school, and this was back when kick was still kicking, you know what I mean? Kick was still popping. Everybody was still on kick. It kind of died down in the 9th grade, 10th grade, but for the time being, kick was still doing this thing. So basically, a little more background about me and the girl's relationship. We had some of the same classes, because we were in the same program, high school program. We had a lot of the same classes. So I saw her all the time. I saw her at least once a day. We had at least one class a day. I really feel it was 2 to 3, and we had 4 classes every day. So I saw her pretty frequently, so we became friends. She was cool, I was cool, or so I thought she was cool, but we'll get into all that. Yeah, so I knew the girl. We're gonna call her Breezy for the sake of this story time. And y'all, every time I give somebody a nickname, just know that they go by that name on either social media or real life. It's part of their social media handle, or it just describes them in some way. It's not just super random, at least not at this point. But I got a couple more story times up under my belt, so we'll see. But we're gonna call her Breezy. Make a long story short, we're gonna call her Breezy. And y'all, so basically one day I get a message on Kick. I don't have my Kick login, so there will be no receipts for this video, unfortunately. I know. But it's very much actual, factual. You can ask any of my friends. I'm sure they remember. But, so I get a message on Kick. I don't know if I happen to be in a group chat before that, and then the person from the group chat messaged me. But I really feel that they just messaged me out of the blue. It was a random person that messaged me, and I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. The little profile picture. I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. So, I think it was hey, we just started talking basically. The details a little fuzzy from that part. But so eventually I started talking to this boy. Long story short, short story shorter. So I started talking to this boy, and he was like, yeah, that's my Instagram. So I go look at his Instagram, and I'm like, oh, he's cute. He got a good set of followers on him. Wow, he wants to talk to me. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is my Instagram. That's how I look or whatever. I used to change my profile pictures so much. It used to go from me to black screen. You know how you do when you on Kick. So that was that. We started talking. It was like a week or two, and because me and Breezy were cool, like whenever I would go back to school and stuff, like I would tell her about it, like,
oh my god, girl, stop talking to this boy. He's so cute. He's Instagram famous.
Like I was just so infatuated and dumb. Emphasis on the dumb, because y'all just listen. So I would like I told her about it like at first, and then like I'm not like, even to this day, I'm not really one to like just keep telling my business. That's never been me. But like I told her, I was like, oh yeah, I'm talking to this boy. Yeah, he Instagram famous, and I was like, he cute. This is Instagram, whatever. So like a couple weeks of us talking had gone by, and I was like, get on the phone type. Like I was like, do you want to get on the phone? Like, do you want to FaceTime? Stuff like that. Like, stuff you normally do when you're in a relationship. We wasn't in a relationship, but we was talking, and I thought you was cute, and I want to know if you was catfishing me. No, we gonna call him ATL. ATL. So me and ATL was talking, and like I said, I'm asking like, oh, you want to get on the phone? You want to get on FaceTime? XYZ. Every time I ask him to get on FaceTime, it's always an excuse. It's always an excuse. Mind you, like I wasn't completely exerting all my energy towards ATL, because like if you watch my other story time about the my mama caught me out with a boy, I was talking to him. That was my 9th grade year too. So like I was, doing my thing, but I did like him. He was top 3, not 3. So you know what I mean. But so it's always an excuse we want to get on the FaceTime. But we did end up getting on the phone one time, and we got on the phone, and you ever talk to somebody and it's like their voice does not match their face? It happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. All I'm saying is, if I'm already smelling a catfish, then you get on the phone and your face and your voice don't even sound like they even in the same room. It's like, ding, like you're a catfish. Like I'm already looking for reasons, right? But child, I was like, I'm gonna put it beside him. Like I'm put it beside him. So I was just like, okay, maybe his voice just sound different than he looked, because like it happens. Like it happens in real life all the time. Not to me personally, but I know it does happen. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. At least he wanted to get on the phone. So we got on the phone, talking, okay, cool. And it's like, as I'm going to school and I'm talking to ATL, like Breezy's asking me like,
oh, what you and ATL talked about? Oh, y'all still talking?
XYZ. Like at this point, I'm not even going there talking to her about this boy. Mind you, we were cool, we were friends, but she wasn't my ace boon coon or nothing like that. She was just like, a cool classmate, pretty much. And we was friends, like I already said. Like we had a good little vibe, a good little bond. So I thought, like, you're not my best friend or nothing like that. We don't go way back like 2 flats on the Cadillac. Like, it's not one of those situations. So I wasn't even like on that type of time to where I'm just going to tell her about me and ATL all the time. Like the excitement was still there, but it wasn't like a, oh my God, I need to tell somebody kind of thing. So like I said, she keeps asking me about him. I'm just like, oh, well, yeah, we still talking. Yeah, we talked about this, we talked about that. It's just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, girl, he cute. Like, basically trying to boost my head up. Like, ooh, girl, you should talk to him. Like, I'm glad you're talking to him, basically. And at the time, I'm just thinking like she's being a supportive friend. But let's get into it. So, one day, y'all, I said something about ATL being a catfish. Like, why you don't want to FaceTime you a catfish? Are you catfishing me? XYZ. Expecting and hoping and praying that he says no, and like gives me some proof as to how he's not a catfish. Y'all tell me why this boy was like,
you're right.
right, I'm right. Okay, honesty is the best policy. But like, let's get into it. Why are you catfishing me? Who are you? So ATL turns out to be, what we gonna call him? ATL turns out to be Said. That's actually what he told me his name was. So ATL turned out to be Said, and I'm like, what? And y'all, let me backtrack. The reason I knew he was catfishing me, for me to even bring it up to him, is because it was either me or one of my friends. We ended up hitting up the actual ATL off his like Instagram page or something like that, and getting his kick. Like, we ended up getting his the real ATL's kicking him and being like, hey, so like so-and-so trying to catfish me. Is you? Are you them? Are you this? Are you that? And they were like, no, that ain't me. That's somebody like basically catfishing you. So then I told ATL, the doppelganger, I was like, so you're not who you say you are, because I just had a conversation with the real Dirty Dan and you're not him. So why are you catfishing me? Who are you? And they were like, you're right. I'm sorry. XYZ. Y'all, I really wish I could log into my Kick right now. I really do. But I don't know my login, and is Kick still a thing? I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. So basically I brought it to his attention. I was like, you dead wrong. Like, I was really liking you. Rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Why would you do that to me? So he was like, you're right. I'm actually Said. Takes the mask off. Shows me who he really is. So ATL turned out to be Said, right? So I'm like, well, Said cute. So it's like, you go from cute to cute. I might put it past you. And that's exactly what I did. So they gave me the Instagram. The Instagram was still somebody who followers was jumping on Instagram. And I'm just like, so why catfish me, XYZ? And basically they give me some BS reason, which I don't even remember because it was BS anyway. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah. And then when they came out the closet as Said, they like, their Said's face matched the voice better. So I was like, okay, well, this makes more sense. This makes a lot more sense, because ATL with that voice wasn't giving, but Said with that voice still not giving. It's just giving a little bit more than when it was ATL. So, you know, I pushed it past. I put it beside him. So I'm like, okay, we can work with this. We can work with this. Like, you know, but don't play with me like that. Like, don't play with me like that. You don't play with me like that. I actually like you. Stop. Boy, stop. Like, don't play. So I go to school and I tell Breezy, I'm like,
girl, so tell me why ATL was really Said. I had a conversation with ATL, the real ATL. ATL told me that he not ATL and that ATL is Said.
She was like,
are you serious? Oh my God, that's crazy.
XYZ. So I'm giving her the whole rundown. And at that point, I probably did volunteer that information to her, only because it's like, you the only one been asking me, checking for me and my new boo. So like, why not? So yeah. Mind you, this whole catfish situation took place over the course of like a month, maybe like a month and a half. Like, it wasn't like consuming my life for my whole freshman year of high school, but it was definitely, for the time being, it felt like a long ass time. But let's get back into it. So I'm talking to Said now, and I'm like, oh my God, he's so cute. But now that I know that you catfished me before, I'm like, I need proof. Like, I need something. So I'm like, FaceTime me. So they're like, okay, we can FaceTime after I get done doing this, after I get done doing that. Mind you, I would always ask to FaceTime after I got out of school. Like, because after I got out of school, I went to my homegirl house. So I'll be like, FaceTime me. Like, I'm not in school right now. XYZ, if you're really who you say you are, you'll FaceTime me. So they were like, they wasn't saying no anymore. They was just saying like, hold on. So I'm like, okay. Like, I could wait. But then, like, they'll never follow up with the FaceTime. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'll always go from hold on to, like, never, no call, no show, no nothing. I think at one point we did start texting on regular phone, but I don't know. I don't really remember. But yeah, so we were still getting on the phone, like, get on the phone at night. And this is important because y'all remember how I told y'all that I was like, he was a catfish the first time when it was ATL. So I always thought they were a catfish. Always thought they were a catfish. Like, I just knew it was too good to be true, right? But I never like dug into it until like I ended up talking to the real ATL or whatever. But y'all, like, whenever my first thought was they're a catfish, I instantly was like, it's Breezy who's catfishing me. It's Breezy. It's Breezy. Like, I had no reason to think that. She had never shown me like any signs of, oh, I'm catfishing you. Nothing like that. She was just really just giving me excited and happy for you friend vibes, right? And that's how I was feeling at the time. But I was like, why do I think it's Breezy? My intuition a little too strong, because why Breezy of all people? Like, Breezy would never do me like that. That's my girl. That's my dog. So I'm just like, it can't be Breezy. It can't be. So, yeah, so like when said not wanting to FaceTime stuff, I'm like, this Breezy. Like, I'm still like playing the game. Like, I'm still talking to you and chopping up with you and stuff like that. But I'm just like hoping that you're real. But like in the back of my mind, I'm like, this is Breezy. Like, this is a catfish. But I have no proof. So I'm like, maybe it's not. Like, I could be dead wrong. Maybe he really is busy. Maybe he really do be having practice after school. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. So I'm like, send me some pictures that's not on your Instagram. So send me some pictures that aren't on Instagram. So they sent me some pictures that wasn't on the Instagram. So I was like, okay, maybe this is really sad. Like, I was going back and forth, teetering and tottering from catfish to real. So I was really just conflicted throughout that whole little time. So, yeah, one day, y'all, I was like, okay, FaceTime me right now, FaceTime me right now. Because I was asking them to like do certain things so I knew it was ambitious. Okay, so maybe you don't want to FaceTime, but if it's really you, go like one of my pictures on Instagram. I just followed you on Instagram. Go like one of my pictures. Go follow me back. Like something. I'm like, very much something. Give me very much something. Give me something. Because I don't believe you. Like, you already catfished me, fooled me one time. Shame on you. But
I got fooled twice.
Anyway, so yeah, we get on FaceTime one day. And it's like, yeah, they called me and I answered the phone. And it was like, they were in the corner of the screen like this. Like, mind you, like, it's the thing is the long way, but like they in the corner of the screen, like you could barely see, like you could just see their cheek, like right here. This like this little corner. That's it. Can't see an earlobe, can't see nothing else. Like, they're in the corner. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you getting at? What is the game here? So I'm like, hello? Like, hello? And they just like laughed and then like hung up the phone. I don't know what the conversation was after that, because I know I asked like, why you being weird to me? Like, why are you doing that? Like, what's it giving? It's giving catfish, most def. So I'm just like, but the cheek was the skin tone of the upset off his Instagram. So I'm like, okay, like maybe it wasn't right. Like, y'all still giving him the benefit of the doubt. Dumb, I know. But that's just what it was. I mean, it wasn't like I was too hard up on being his little boo thing anyway, because I already had in my head that he was catfish, whether I wanted to teeter and totter or not. But at the same time, it's like I was talking to, you know, what you call it. So I was like, okay, it's giving Breezy. Like, it's giving, this has Breezy written all over it. Like, this whole situation has Breezy written all over it. I'm sitting here editing this video and I forgot to tell y'all, when I went to ATL's Instagram and Seti Says Instagram, she was the only person that like mutually we follow. So me and Cedric, our only mutual was Breezy. Me and ATL, our only mutual was Breezy. That was like another dead giveaway, but that's all. So I'm like, okay. So one day I text Breezy. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Because I'm on the phone with Said, like nighttime. I'm like, hey, what you doing? And she was like, oh, I'm on the phone with her boyfriend, because she had a boyfriend. So I'm like, okay, so this can't be Breezy. This can't be Breezy. Slowly trying to like make 2 + 2 = 4, because I'm like, it's not adding up. If this is Breezy and she's on the phone with her boyfriend, how am I on the phone with Breezy, the catfish? Like, it's not giving that. So I'm like, maybe it's not Breezy. Maybe I'm not being catfish, XYZ. So I'm like, okay, but it's still giving catfish. So if it's not Breezy, it's somebody. But y'all, let me tell you how I found out it was Breezy. like I said, like I told y'all before, we had a lot of our classes together. So this time in particular, we had our science class, and I sat by her. So I'm sitting by her, we're sitting by each other, you know, chopping it up, kikiing and woo woo. She asked me about steady set. I give her the rundown on that, and then that was that. So like the hunch started hunching. The hunch started hunching in my brain. It's like, that sounded a little weird, but the hunch was getting stronger. I was like, Breezy, 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 Breezy. Like, it was just like chanting. Like, it was not letting up. So I was like, you know what? Let me text Seth, because whenever I would go to school, he would stop texting. So I'm like, maybe he in school too. So I'm like, that's realistic. That's understandable. So I'm like, let me text him and see like what happens. I text Seth. Breezy phone vibrate. It do like a little vibrate thing, and then like it pops, the little notification pops down, like pops up in the top, like it slides down, like the little banner thing. That's what it's called, banner. So I'm like, what a coincidence, right? Like, they could have been anybody, like, you know, whatever. So I'm like, hold on, wait, hold on, hold on, wait, hold on.
Well, hold on on that. Hold on. Now, hold on.
I texted, like, I just start texting, like, back to back to back. So I text again. Breezy phone do the same thing. I'm like, oh. And she's sitting right here. So I'm just like, are you dumb? Like, the least you could have did was find another seat. The least you could have did was not sit by me. Be that smart. Catfish me better than that. Y'all, so after I got that second one, I was like, okay, this is no longer a coincidence. So I just start texting, like, you know, random stuff like da 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 da. Every time I text, with the banner, I'm like, not Breezy, not Dirty Dan. Like, I was like, it's fucking Breezy. It's fucking Breezy. I'm like, oh, well, you breezed past me this couple months, because baby, I sure ain't think it was you. I did, but like, whatever. So I don't say anything. I just like, I like chill. I was like, I get straight. I get, and I like block, delete, all that. So I was like, all right, bet. And like when it was popping down, like popping up, it was like an unsaved number, and I could have sworn I saw my number, like the first 3 digits of my number. It was like, I was like,
hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
That's me texting her, but I'm not texting her, I'm texting Seth. So why my messages to Seth going to you? Because you're Seth. So I'm like, wow. So I don't say anything, she don't say anything, XYZ. You know, it's kind of just like slick awkward, but I'm just like, okay, like, oh, okay, all right. So we walk out of class, and I immediately go to my best friend. I'm like, Kenj,
It's Breezy. Said it's Breezy.
and she's like, girl, what? And I'm like, yes, Kenj, it's her, XYZ, because the whole time I'm popping my thing with, you know, doing my thing with Seb, Kenj like, baby, it's giving catfish. And I'm like, yeah, it is giving catfish. But I ain't gonna stop texting him, no. She like, Kai, it's giving catfish. Like, it's obviously giving catfish. I'm like, yeah, but like, the cheek match the skin tone on Instagram, Kenj. Maybe it's not catfish. And
I know this man.
And Kenj like, baby, it's catfish. Yeah, I tell Kenj. And she was like, wow, like very much just astonished, like just very astonished. And I'm like, I can't believe it's Breezy. Like, I'm so like shocked, because it's like, when you know something, when you put your finger on something, it's like, and it gets confirmed, it's just like, wow. Like, your intuition be telling you something, but you just hope and pray that you wrong. Like, it was one of those, and I was just like, not you still was texting him. Like, I knew better this whole time. like, I knew better the whole time, y'all. So I was just like, you know what? I did it to myself. So luckily I wasn't like OD in love with the boy or anything like that. It was just like oh, he's cute, he's talking to me, he got Instagram followers. Wow. What are the odds? What are the odds that this boy crosses paths with me and wants to talk to me? My y'all, 9th grade, I was not hot stuff. I was cute now. But like, you know, when you look back at old pictures of yourself, you be like, dang, I thought I was cute. Like, yeah. So, whatever. I was just like, I think I ended up confronting Breezy about it, and she just like laughed it off. She was like, girl, what? No, like,
Man, you stupid bitch.
I know it was you though, so it's like whatever. So I kind of just like let the situation slide.
Speak on that.
We were still cool, but like after that, I definitely distanced myself from her. I was like, you're cool people, so I thought, but like, are you really though? No, like not at all, not even close, not even a little bit. So I was just like, I mean, nah. And it was like, why, you know, like, what are the odds? And y'all, turns out that ATL, the real ATL, ended up dating my boyfriend's sister. So it's like, I had a conversation with this boy like a couple years back. Like, this is my boyfriend no more. But like, he ended up being with my boyfriend's play sister. And I was like, wow, what are the odds? What are the odds? That's crazy. So that was that. And then on top of that, Breezy, you know how I told y'all she had a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend, then she had another boyfriend after that. And they was like together for like a long period of time. I mean, high school wise, it was a long time. So, she would like deny it down, the fact that she was like gay. Like, she wasn't trying to stick with that label at all. But like, now she is a stud. And I'm just like, were you catfishing me to see, did you really like girls? Like, was that it? Like, was that an experimental thing? Like, don't play with me. I am not the one. Like, don't use me to experiment. Like, we were cool and everything like that, and I accept you for who you are. I love you and everything like that. But like, girl, we supposed to be homegirls, and you want to sit up here and play like that on my kick? Don't play on my kick. So that's my story, y'all. She did me wrong, but like I said, I kind of did it to myself. Keep in mind that I was in 9th grade. I was like 14, 15. Like, don't do too much about the age, because like, you live and you learn. Like, never again. Like, not nowadays anyways. So yeah, if you have been a victim of Breezy's actions, she got a girlfriend now, so I'm sure she ain't gonna bother you no more. Just build a bridge and get over that one. But yeah, so thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, the whole 9. And remember, I love you. So in case nobody told you that today, you heard it here first. Yeah, y'all be good. But yeah, where was I at? So we're gonna call him Darius. Yeah, we're gonna go with Darius. So